This episode is brought
Welcome
to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one
back.
platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website,
the
portfolio, and online store. For a free trial and 10% off, visit squarespace.com and enter the code Walk in the Room at checkout. A better web starts with your website.
Space advertisements. Welcome back.
I mean,
It was good. It's good. People are going to Squarespace it.
is it
I like it.
possible
How's your website?
for you to shunt that cunt in
I
your
don't think I
face?
can.
It's a
No,
cunt.
no.
It's a cunt hole in your face. Can you shut it?
It's as sweet as a cunt hole.
Can you?
That's how
Can you?
51 next month. And I just
Can-
started off a podcast by saying that my mouth is sweet as a cunt hole.
Can you
Can you?
shut your cunt hole?
Oh my God, you're wearing one of our t-shirts. Remember when we made t-shirts?
Can you?
I don't
Shut
think
your
so.
cunt hole.
You should have done. You had days to do this before I got
Can
here.
you?
Why would you choose to do it while I'm here?
Please.
Okay.
I'm now begging you.
Okay.
Walking the room. Let's just get right into it. I'm here with Greg Barrett on the Walk in the Room Radio Network. Greg,
What?
you're a girl book writer. Tell me about that.
Well, I write books for girls.
That's cool. Why do dogs pee when they're around you indoors?
Your dog did piss again. Here's the
Interesting
thing.
stuff, Greg. Now you have a family. You have some stories about that.
I don't really have any. I have two.
Good stuff. It says here you grew up in outside of San Francisco. A
what
lot
we're
of fun
doing.
with
I don't know what this is.
A lot of fun with
I
the
don't know how to
gays
get
up
into this
there.
sketch.
A lot of fun with the gays up there in San Francisco.
Oh my God! Do you remember like when people would bring you on stage?
No.
This guy's from San Francisco, so you know what that means.
Oh, all the time.
And then it would be like, he likes crab. That would be the big mislead.
Mislead.
Yeah.
Oh man, comedy was so fun back there. When you could just stand on stage in front of hundreds of people and make fun of homosexuals, that was freedom.
It really was.
Wasn't that freedom?
Yeah, they've taken all of our shit away from us. We used to have good times. You could
damn
just
it.
say bigoted shit, dude.
Oh,
You
you
could just go
speak-
Gary Oldham on the whole thing and then just write an apology.
You could be the worst human being ever. And
You could.
And you would make
Not only that, you could sell
so
albums.
much money.
If you go back and watch Eddie Murphy's AIDS bit, it's almost as though somebody is doing a thing about killing the Jews.
It's fucking-
It's so brutal.
It is so remarkable.
It'd be like going back to 1940 to guys like, we ought to just, those Jews. Like, he talks about putting a dick in your ass and then it explodes. That AIDS is like,
Yeah, it's really amazing.
right?
And we're talking about the fact that
Especially coming from him.
We're saying it holds up, right?
Oh my God! I'm having a mural of it painted across the wall of my garage.
Well, there's a store in WeHo getting that whole bit muraled on the side of
Yeah.
their store.
So you see two gentlemen making love, and then one guy's dick explodes or whatever it is.
Explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Murphy's sort of in the background, or maybe in the foreground.
Foreground.
In a leather suit of some kind.
Yeah, not enjoying.
Can I tell you something?
Not enjoying ladies with penises.
Can I? Right. I mean, come on, right?
Not at all enjoying ladies with penises. Let me just say this: Eddie Murphy has never tried to have sex with every single woman that was in the meatpacking district in the 90s. That never, ever happened. He never cruised down there and said, hey, do you have a horn along with them titties? All right.
Is that how you order?
I believe so.
I don't know if I've never heard it ordered that way.
I have never been
Do you
to
have
the
a horn with them
I've never
titties?
been to the transgendered store,
right.
but I am fairly certain the best way and least offensive way to order is to have a horn with them titties.
I need 2 sets of titties and I need horn with both. I need 2 sets of titties. That sounds like a drive-through order.
It is, and that's what Eddie Murphy was doing, allegedly, because he wasn't really. He never did that. There's no way that there was a guy who worked on The Daily Show, went down and interviewed all of the transsexuals in the meatpacking district and asked each one of them which celebrity they had sex with, and there's no way they all said Eddie Murphy. That never happened.
No, it didn't happen. You did mention earlier when I came. So I've been here. This is the third time I've done.
And I only bring that up because of that horrendous AIDS bit.
Look.
You can't do that and then do that.
It's a symptom. It's always it's the louder you are, you know what I mean?
Totally.
It's the thing that explodes. Last night I did a show in a backyard. Because this shit is on fire, dude. This shit is on fire. When you can go 2 hours south to do
Bill
a show.
Burr was in a theater feeling sad because he knew that somewhere you were performing in a backyard 2 hours away.
It was the best. It was as good as I told you. I said it was as good as any. I would go there. I mean, it was as good as it was called Thunder Goat.
Sure.
And it's just in this guy Eric's backyard. Mm-hmm. And what he does is he's got
Is
a
it
little.
really 2 hours away?
No. Tustin is 45 minutes when it's like hour 15.
Right.
And I went down there with Adam Cousins, and Kyle Clark was the one that sort of hooked it up. Mm-hmm. By the way, you can buy Kyle's cassette at Astoy Merchandise.
Oh, right. You can.
Yeah. Anyway, Kyle's good, man. And so he asked me if I'd come down there. There's like a whole OC scene with a bunch of young OC comics. Like they have their own thing.
Yeah.
There's a couple theaters down there now, and like a black box theater that does a show.
That's racist.
No, it's just a black box.
That's racist.
It's
a
not racist. It is a color. We can't be a shade. It's like sometimes when people say Mexican and people are like, "Whoa!" It's like that's a nationality.
Greg, they have a black man chained
Mexican
up in a box.
Soccer team just lost.
They have a black man chained up in a box. That's
No.
That's why it's called Black Box.
No, that's only in La Crescencia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The black box everywhere else is just a small theater.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind. That's fine.
It's not a black.
That's fine.
Box.
Let's just move on.
Is that spend a night? Yeah. Spend a night in the box.
Spend a night in the box. Mm-hmm. Cool Hand Luke style.
But everybody spent a night in the box. Didn't matter what color you were. You fucked up the walking boss. You got stuck in the box.
I would bet that more black.
I kind of wish we had. Here's the thing.
Okay.
I wish there was more of that.
Horrible torture. It's interesting. It's an interesting idea. Like in the suburbs, or like modern day society, you just like walk down the street in LA and there's a guy in a box.
Well, like
got some water, boss. That kind of thing. He's just out in front of Fred Siegel in a fucking hot box. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yes, every town has a walking boss.
Yeah,
and then they just randomly assign people to go to the box for they would be infractions. They would do there was something somebody
did something like they looked at someone weird or whatever.
So my car's crapping out down the street, right? And I have my hazards on.
Say more than that. Give him a little more explanation.
Okay, my Mini. It seems like the fuel injection is not working, and it's stalling, and it stalls at an intersection. But I'm already kind of.
You're almost at my house.
I'm almost at your house, and all I have to do is make it up the street, and it stalls, and I have my hazards on, and I was on the shoulder, and the woman behind me had been behind me the whole way.
Oh,
and as soon as it stopped, she honked.
Yeah.
And then she fucking just came around and stared me down, and I'm like, what?
She's trying to get to church.
The box.
Oh, she goes in the box?
She goes in the box.
But why don't you go in the box?
No, because that's an infraction.
You're blocking
No, because
traffic.
that's somebody going.
Why don't you get your shit together?
No.
Your shit's not
My
together.
shit's tight.
Here's the deal. Your shit's not together.
Right now, I'm wearing a pair
up.
of shorts made out of vintage upholstery fabric.
Right, they're boxers.
French.
You are wearing boxers. Just so you know,
boxers.
There isn't a person on earth that wouldn't look at you and say, hey, that old man's in boxers. There isn't. There's not a dude on earth right now.
Oh, fuck, I'd argue with you if you weren't right. I'd argue with you if you weren't right. Because I have boxers that look just like this. Like it's
my neighbors are all like, hey, some dude pulled up in a dying car and then walked out in his underwear into the new guy's house.
But
that's what happened.
That. But there's something I like about that even more. I love that that's part of the story.
I don't love it at all.
I love it entirely.
I wish I had been behind you to honk at you. I would have just laid on the gas and you would have gotten out of me. Like, it's not moving, and I would have just kept laying on it.
There was a lot of people asking about why there wasn't a podcast last week, and I was really, really sick, and Dave was really, really busy. and there was a Dollop, and there was and then I did the Hardwick podcast.
And there was a faux fop.
There was a
that I was
faux fop,
on.
and then I also did Jonah Ray and Janet Varney. So there was a lot of podcasts last week, but we're back on it now.
Yeah, so why don't you
thank
fucking relax? You got a lot of shit.
You got a
You
lot
know,
of shit.
you guys and your fucking, I want my free stuff on a timely basis. Suck my dick.
And also, we're sorry we didn't put it out. We should
Yeah,
have.
we should have done that.
But we just couldn't get it to work. The Nerdist was interesting.
Yeah, I bet.
Really
How-
interesting. It was
how
good.
was it interesting?
Just seeing Chris, you know, and to sort of knowing that I was gonna, because you know when all that went down and everyone's like, you should talk to Chris and blah blah blah, which is not wrong, but his father just died, and then the next thing I know, he was asking to get on my show in San Francisco, and then I wasn't
yeah,
gonna
I
bring it
remember
up
that.
during rehearsal, and then he asked me to be on, or they, not he, Bart Coleman asked if I could do at midnight. I've known
Oh,
Bart
that's nice.
forever.
I have too.
I'm known for. Oh, that's not nice.
I'm not doing it.
You're not gonna do it?
No, fuck
not even
them.
now.
They could have me. It's fucking June. The show's been going on a year or some shit. Fuck them. I mean, honestly.
I know, but I asked to be on.
Yeah, so did I. And
you?
Marin asked to have me on as part of his show because I'm on his sitcom, and they said no. So
They said no.
if I ever get to the point where they're like if I get cast in a show and they're like, hey, would you like to do midnight? No, I would not like to do midnight.
But what if they say we'd like Walking the Room on?
No, I'm not
Come
doing
on,
it.
come on. Would we have fun?
I'm not doing it now.
We'd have fun. It'd be good for the podcast. People love this fucking show.
They're
dude.
like dragging
You don't-
corpses in at this point.
well,
to
they
do
got
the
to do
show.
3 comics every night, 3 nights a
Right.
week.
Thanks. That's the point I'm making.
I don't understand.
They
what
could have had
you're
me on ages ago.
saying. Dude, I'm not.
I should be on
I
before
don't
you.
disagree. No, I don't think so. I think we both felt in our bones that wasn't the right thing to say. It wasn't the correct thing to say. It wasn't the correct thing to say.
I feel like
Your dog comes in here and pees because it doesn't want me to leave because it knows it likes me. It knows I'm the right guy. Your dog pees every time I come in here.
my dog think.
So I come in. So we.
Okay, let's. When we go outside, the dog thinks it's time to pee.
No, when we
So
come
then
in here,
Greg and
the
I.
dog.
So then Greg and I come in outside, and then we go into the garage where we record this right now, and then Greg closes the door, and then the dog has to pee, so the dog pees in the garage.
No, your dog doesn't understand how territory works. What it does is it scents my alpha and wants to say, no, I'm alpha.
It's sense. So your language.
I'm the alpha male.
Your language that you're using is the dog sense my alpha.
senses my alpha.
Oh, so you do want to use the
The plural. Well, that's not plural. What is it? Senses.
present. I think it's like
No,
a
it's
present
the
tense.
yeah. Here the
It's
great
a
the great
present
news.
tense.
If we could really actually, we don't know. Neither of us know. Neither of us know.
Sense my alpha is not really a thing,
Sense.
right? But sense is my alpha ness, I guess.
None of it's right. It's a whole. The whole thing is
Okay, so dog sense my alpha. Then what happens?
You're such a cunt. Oh, it's gotta hurt. Like you're like the living version of a chafe.
Like
Hey, I got my first Twitter fight,
Oh, you did?
and it ended up with me. So
Apologizing?
no, I didn't apologize at all. But in the end,
Talk to me. How did it start?
Ann Coulter is the shingles on the back of the Republic.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then a guy goes, "Why? Because you don't agree with her opinions." And I go,
No, that's actually not why at all.
I said, she doesn't have opinions.
Right.
She says she throws fuel on the fire
Right.
and says shit that's just hurtful.
That's
and then
all
he
she
goes,
does.
and then he goes, "Give me an example."
Oh my God!
Hang on. It was amazing. So I just pulled a quote from that moment. It was when she said the thing about how the poor Mexicans that were watching soccer. I put that, and he goes, "You don't like her idea of a joke?" And I was like, "Do you think
That's not a
Mexicans?" I said, "Do you think Mexicans as a punchline is a fucking joke, bro?"
Yeah. That's a good. That's a
I
good
go,
response.
"She's a fucking bully. I don't care if you have." I said, "Yeah,
She's like a combination troll bully.
she's a bully. Trolls are bullies. They're fucking bully people." So I said, "She's a bully." I go, I don't mind a conservative point of view," which isn't entirely true. But I'll listen. I'll let someone start. And then I said, it is. I know that is not true. I do have two friends. I have friends that are conservative. So I said, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And I usually don't fight with people about it. It's like trying to change. It's like to ask people to change their skin color. So,
Or tires.
no, but you can change your tires.
Yeah, but it's like asking a guy. It's like going up to a guy on the street and asking him to change his tires.
That's kind of true. He's like, get the fuck away from me.
What the fuck are you doing? Get
You
off
don't
my
know the
car.
fuck my car?
Right,
Yeah.
that's a lot what
okay.
it's
That's
like.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you walked up and said, dude, no more white.
Right. Like his skin?
Yeah. Change your skin color.
And what if he started...
the likelihood-
What if he started crying and said, I wish I could?
Oh my God. I think the tires one's better. So, anyway, I said, he's a fucking bully. I go, Keith Olbermann's a fucking bully. They're all
Olbermann's
bullies.
a bully. I hate Keith Olbermann.
He's the worst. And I was trying to say, look, liberals too. I wasn't trying to do that today. She's just a singular shitball. So
I would say she's the worst person.
So then
in
he
our
said, do
entire
you like
political sphere."
Janine Garofalo or Sarah Silverman? And I said, I love them both. I dated one. And he said, well, they can be bullies too. And I said, fine.
Yeah, Janine can be a bully.
And
I
then
don't
he
think
said,
Sarah can. Though. I don't think Sarah's a bully.
he said, but you're also right about Olbermann. I didn't think about it that way. Have a good day.
Well, fuck that guy. You don't know how to do this.
And then I wrote, no, and I said, fine, man. I go, have a good weekend. And then he wrote back, I got to put a dog down. And then I said, oh, fuck, we put down 2 last year. It was rough. And he goes, oh, that sucks, man. So it ended up,
It's terrible.
I didn't block anybody, dude.
It's a horrible story.
Yeah, it ended up with 2 people like, do you hate it?
It's not a fight.
How do you? I know it was a discussion.
It's a couple of guys in robes. It's a couple of guys in robes hugging. I mean, that's how I look at that, right?
Well, we had that fight at the Celebrity Center. We were both holding on to cans, and
It's not. Yeah,
I liked it though. People rarely say anything to me. You know, it doesn't come up that often.
Well, you don't have opinions. You post like a picture and go red ants. So who's gonna have any sort of? Red ants are wrong.
If you don't think I'm gonna go home and tweet red ants later on,
I'm sure you are.
That's a good tweet.
Half of your tweets, I just look at and I go, "Is that a puzzle? Like, what is happening?"
I've been getting a lot of RTs
Is
lately.
Greg communicating with aliens? Is there something deeper? Is there deeper meaning to this?
It doesn't
No,
matter.
there isn't.
It doesn't matter. I sort of look at words as like colors, and these are the colors I'm using today. And then they paint a color.
That's not.
They
how-
create a color of. I'm doing good. I've added I've been getting retweeted a lot lately. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I'm only doing it so that people will come see us when we decide. Are we going to do a Starfish Circus before Podfest?
Yeah, we should probably get on.
We're going to do that.
We've had.
People have been asking. That's a Thursday before, and we got to get the bootleg.
We gotta get the bootleg.
Yep.
So here's an email I got, and I'm gonna take out the place it happened, just in case.
Okay.
So I drive a truck for a living in Midwestern state.
Okay.
Well, Eastern Midwestern. Which means every once in a while I have to drive over a scale to weigh my truck. At the scale, the state cop tells me to pull around the side of the building, which means my truck was overweight, and that's $1,000 fine. So that's a lot of fucking money.
It's a shit ton of money.
I was listening to the podcast in my truck on my phone. When the cop comes out and begins to write me my ticket, he hears the pod cuddle playing and looks me straight in the eye with the most serious fucking look ever and simply says, "What's up, Cutler?" and tells me to get the fuck out of there. What the fuck? I left in a hurry, but figure you guys would enjoy it.
Oh my God.
So we've finally done something good with this podcast. We got a guy out of $1,000 ticket.
Jesus, we should fucking retire. Like it's not that is a career peak. Like no one's gonna hand us any awards or put us on any more lists or anything else. But
Yeah, no,
that's pretty cool.
I read that to Will Anderson, and he was like, "Oh my God!" Like even Will Anderson, who I think owns 33% of Australia, even it was like, "Holy shit!"
I got to tell you, man. I said it before. When I was in Australia, the amount of people that came out per show was incredible, and the fact that they all fucking make friends with each other, or they just come up, and it really is like a crazy, weird secret society.
Yeah.
It really is, because I would have people walk by me, guys that didn't really want to engage too much, like would whisper, like, you know, do you want to fuck? Those might not have been cuddless.
That's actually a threat. Can I also?
No, but there was like a lot of how about that, bro, and
can I also say, and that's all great, but this same guy also sent me a picture of two juggalos fucking a watermelon.
Whoever this guy is, and I don't know if I've ever talked to him, he's my favorite. Like,
no, you don't.
Not only do I want you to forward that picture to me, I want to get someone to paint it.
Let me see if I can find it. You don't.
I do. I want someone to paint it.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Now, how does he know they're juggalos?
It must have been taken from like a thing at the gathering. Kind of. Did you move it?
That's good.
It's a picture taken at the gathering.
Yeah, I thought I saw it differently.
They're hitting it on the long end.
It doesn't know. All you can really do is see two dicks into.
It's DP. It's DP watermelon. It's not. They're not taking turns on a watermelon like gentlemen will do.
No.
Like at the Gentlemen's Club out in L.A. These guys are DP in a watermelon.
Here's the thing that when you look at it, that you notice. So. Their dicks are on either end. It's really more like a double team. It's like a tag team.
It's a double, it's a tag team.
They're not both.
I imagine.
It's not in two super close holes.
Right, and I imagine there have been some high fives.
But here's the one thing that you notice.
And that shit's cold. In
Number
summer.
one, they both have their hands on the watermelon, on the top of the watermelon, which means that it is being suspended by their cocks.
Yeah.
Their cocks are actually holding it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
This is actually what the song, Will Smith's song "Summertime" is about.
Okay, so here's the only
Did you
way.
not hear me?
Yes. I wanted to see. The only reason you know it's a juggalo is there's a juggalo tattoo on the wrist.
Oh well, there you go. God, you really got. Oh, that is a juggalo. Oh, he's got the little hatchet and.
Yeah.
Do you think they both?
That's so weird because I used to think that was just a picture of Posehn.
Yeah, but who is like, hey man, it's hot. What do you want to do today?
Oh man.
Hey, should we eat this thing? What we fucking
Dude,
who eats it?
y'all gonna listen to this? You want to fuck a watermelon? No, do you want to fuck a watermelon?
Did anyone eat that after? Or
I mean, there's just so many things to
there's so many variables to deal with.
Also, they're just sticking their dicks right into watermelon.
That's rape. That's rape.
It's so shitty. Like, obviously, it's a watermelon, but those things come into the world, and that was what that one's fate was.
No, this one came into the world, and it was cut.
And that's, by the way,
the vine.
By the way, that is a great looking watermelon.
Yeah, it's a nice watermelon.
I don't know if I'd fuck it, but if you saw that in the store, you go, that looks like it looks like almost like a prop, like a film version of it's that good looking of a melon.
Even with dicks in it.
I mean, okay. Now that I'm seeing it, it's a pretty great looking watermelon.
It's fuckable. I'm just not.
Okay.
I'm just not gonna. Number one. I'm probably not gonna fuck a watermelon. I'm never gonna say no to anything.
Never say never. Yeah.
But I'm
because if the money's good,
the world could end, and I could just be sitting around the last guy on Earth, and I could be like, well, there's one watermelon left. What am I gonna do? Eat it or fuck it? And I could fuck it. I don't know. That might happen.
Here's the good news for you, because they're pretty big. You could fuck one end of it and eat the other. We'll be right back.
Well, that's the worst thing ever. It's fired up.
It's fire back up.
Welcome back to Walk in the Room. We're on the All Things Comedy Network. Please go over.
Time to fire it up.
Please go over to All Things Comedy.
Come on now and fire it up.
We got the Bill Burrs,
Get it, fire it up.
Tom Rudes, the Jake Johansson's, the
Fire it up.
a lot of podcasts.
Fire it up.
So is Jay Larson on our? Jay Larson and Crap Feast is on All Things Comedy. That's a good podcast if you like storytelling. So Esquire has started their network,
Yeah.
but I heard it's pay-per-view. Is that correct? Someone
That can't be right.
tweeted, "Hey, really good call making your channel pay-per-view, Esquire. That's going to be great." Like someone tweeted that, and I was like, "That can't be real."
Well, here's the thing: the demand for Esquire to be a TV network.
Well, it's been going
has
for
been
years.
For years. This is like,
For
it's-
years.
I don't know if you're not. Obviously, you're not from. All of you are not from America, but
Right.
in America,
people stand on street corners,
they can't. I mean, people
holding
can't
up
wait.
Esquire, screaming,
Just say,
"Why isn't this a television show?"
TV, TV.
every
I
Friday
don't.
night.
I mean, here's the thing. All right, but what am I getting? Because
Okay, well,
I can see pictures of shoes online.
I can tell you one thing you're getting. So I'm watching Friday night, maybe a Law and Order or something. I was working and I had TV on in the background. Sort of pay attention to, that guy raped her, did he not? Oh, the other guy raped her, which is, I think, the plot of every Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Yep.
And afterwards, all of a sudden, I look up and Jay Larson and Sean Patton are on my television, who are two very funny comedians.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" And then I see the little Esquire icon down in the corner. It's called an icon, graphic,
Yeah, it's an icon.
lower third.
Just the E, the cursive E. Yeah.
And I'm like, "What is this?" And so I gather that it's Esquire showing people what their channel is going to be or is by putting it on other channels. 'Cause
Right.
This is like TNT or some shit.
Okay.
And then what the show is, and this to me is, I couldn't think of a bigger nightmare to be on a television show. It's Sean and Jay cruising around, going to different bars, and talking to the manager or the people who make the cocktail or whatever. Like they have the special people making the drinks now and all
Right,
that shit that
right.
you go downstairs.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
A lady in a little box making flavors.
Wait a minute. Why is there a lady in a box?
Is that what happened to me in San Francisco? Someone was
talking
like,
about
"Hey,
a
do you want to
black
go to a
box?
speakeasy?" And also I'm downstairs, and there's a lady who's got like a tiny little room, and she's making flavors down there. Like it was, and I talked to my wife. She goes, "Yeah, it's a really huge thing. It's like a fucking sous chef for cocktails."
Now,
or
what would it be
something.
like if you spent a night in that box?
Well, it's just flavors. It's not actual alcohol, so I'd just be really tasty when
Making
I came
flavors?
out.
What does that mean?
The for cocktails, they come up with different concoctions and different flavors, different liquids with fucking currants in them or currants or.
So she just makes that and then sends it.
and then
someone puts
the
a vodka in
bartenders use it for all kinds of different
Making
things.
flavors.
I mean, that's what I call it. I'm sure there's a specific word for it, but in my brain,
I hate.
in my brain,
I hate every moment of
yes.
this.
In my brain, I was like, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen."
I mean, not with alcohol notwithstanding. I have no problem with alcohol.
It was-
but I hate.
I literally sat down there going,
How long does that
cool.
woman have a
so
job?
hipsters have ruined booze now. Now you've ruined booze. First you ruined bikes, then you ruined facial hair.
Yeah.
Why not ruin booze?
Well, my
So-
feeling with facial hair now is if you want to keep a beard, you have to go shoot something. I don't care
I
what
agree.
it is, but it has to have blood in it.
or get in a fist fight and come home with your hands bloodied and not be able to explain it.
I read the best tweet the other day. It said Dave Grohl always looks like he's just finished chopping wood.
So
Oh, and Colin McCoy's tweet about Imagine Dragons just passed 1,000 retweets, and that's because of you guys.
oh my god.
And I like Colin McCoy a lot.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, your friend,
What did you check
Trash
in on
Titan.
it?
He wrote me back. He said, "I can't believe this. This is great. Thanks for the support."
I mean, he's a friend of mine,
Yeah.
but we're championing a guy's tweet. What is the tweet again?
I imagine when Imagine Dragons, they hate Imagine Dragons.
It's pretty good.
Something like that. And I just blew it. I said it too. I said something. Anyway, it's good. Yeah, it is good. I'm looking up the Esquire network right now.
Okay, so Sean and Jay go to different cities, and in that city, they visit a bunch of bars on one night, supposedly. And they and they talk to the guys who make the whatever, the flavors, or the guy. Here's the beer guys, and hey, these guys are just about whiskey, and over here these guys are just about margaritas, and so they're just drinking the whole night, right? At these places while they're being filmed, and it ends up being more about the information about the booze and not enough about Sean and Jay being allowed to be funny.
Now, let me ask you something. One of those guys has a beard?
Sean has a beard.
Okay, because the first thing that comes up when you go to the Esquire page.
Although I don't think he has a beard anymore.
Okay, this is a guy in a beard.
Uh-huh.
And he's drinking a greenish beer, and it's called Brew Dogs.
Brew Dogs?
Yeah, check out Brew Dogs right there, bro. Yeah.
That does not...
Yeah,
So
Esquires.
are they just doing drinking?
Here's what's so amazing to me. Here's what's so amazing to me about this fucking network. Okay, let me see. I can't. It's
Okay, so...
but
So they have to cruise around all night drinking at this place, but all I can think of, that's the worst job I could ever imagine, in that you have to go out. They had 20 drinks one night, so you have to go out and get shit-faced and then get up the next day and shoot the next show. Like, it sounds like a fucking nightmare.
there are so many of our listeners right now who are disagreeing with you, shouting at the fucking thing, going, "Don't fucking put your shit on me, old man. I would like to go out and drink. I would like to go out and drink a water tower's worth of booze, get up, go to my job, shit water, and go back and do it again."
Yeah, but that's called alcoholism.
Yes, I know. I know our listener.
God, it would sound horrible. I got to talk to them about it because it just sounds like it would be a nightmare.
Okay. So Brew Dogs, James Watt and Martin Dickey, owners of the UK's fastest growing brewery, travel across America, blah, blah,
Oh, drinking beer?
drinking beers.
Okay, hold on, right fucking now. How many times have I said on this show my all-time number one biggest joke about making a show is it's just me and my dog and going around the country drinking beer, because that's from a fucking episode of Cheers when Woody is behind the bar and he says he has a show he wants to sell, and they say, "What's the show?" And he goes, "It's me and my dog going around the country drinking beer." And everyone stares at him, and that's basically what is fucking happening now.
Here's the
Oh,
best.
the 80s
here's the thing.
knew. They knew.
Esquire it was a fairly good magazine at one point. Now, it should be called More Things to Hate About White Men.
I mean, there are so many of those magazines.
It's a classier. It's a
Same
more
thing goes with-
upscale version of Spike.
Same thing goes with Time.
So they're
magazine.
on there. So your buddies have your buddy show.
Well, they had to compete, right? They had
Best
to compete
bars
with
in
all those
America.
shitty magazines,
Right? Best bars in America. That's what that thing is called. Then they have American Ninja Warriors, Boundless, which is two guys hiking in the Marin Hills, Knife Fight,
Wait a
Lucky
minute.
Bastards.
Wait a minute, Knife Fight?
That is a chef show.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
That's
That should
right.
be about a guy teaching you how to knife fight, and only like 4 guys in the whole season live. Fuck you for naming a show Knife Fight, and there isn't a knife fight.
They kept saying, I'm pretty sure that's what, I could be wrong. I think that's right though, because it feels like they're in a kitchen. Are they in the kitchen?
It better be.
Yeah, eat like a man.
You know what it
Yeah,
should be? It
Knife
should-
fight, eat like a man.
Yeah, you know, it should be in the yard. It should be in the fucking yard at San Quentin.
I'm so tired of fucking. Look, we have Anthony Bourdain, and it's
Yeah,
boring already.
it is
Who gives
boring.
a shit?
Yeah. Hey, you know
Yeah.
what? You know, hold on. You know what Anthony's got? Attitude.
He's got fucking attitude, dude.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, you think that's chicken shit back there in this fucking in the kitchen making a souffle? You're
Yeah.
wrong. It's
Oh.
hard back there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, hard guys live back there.
Yeah, it's fucking hard. It's hard shit cooking stuff.
You remember
bro.
James Beard? That motherfucker was hard.
That shit wasn't. He was barely a real man.
He was half bear, motherfucker.
What else they got on this network?
Last night, I saw an old interview with Jack White where they said, how would you describe the raconteur's music? And he goes, you ever seen a bear behind a tree and then it comes out and does what you call the double gather? That's what it sounds like.
He's out of his fucking mind.
That's the best answer
not-
to
he's-
anything.
he's not even a person
But
anymore.
dude, but you do the double gather. No, he's fucking great, dude. They shut the power off on them in France during their encore.
What do you
They
mean?
just
At a
shut the-
club?
Or a theater, a
A
small
club
theater.
he was paid to perform at.
Yes. They shut the sound off on him. So he waited till the ruckus calmed down. Then he fucking finished the song just screaming it with the audience screaming it with him. Like, just was like, yeah, no, this doesn't end like this.
Well, that's okay, but he's still.
I know, but do you remember
I'm
the
still
days?
over him.
I love him. He's fucking great.
I'm gonna turn off my phone because it keeps making dingy noise.
Anyway, so it seems like on this network they've got a lot of white men doing shit.
Well, thank God,
and look,
because let me tell you
by
something.
the way, those two guys you were just talking about, Sean.
yeah,
Patton,
I like both of them.
Sean's great. I don't know the other guy.
Oh, Jay's they're
Or
very
not
funny
well,
guys.
but Sean is a really
But
funny
his
comic.
funny is not captured on that show. I'm sorry, they give too much time to information.
And how do you do that?
What do you mean I do it? All they're doing, it's some fucking guy went in the editing room and went, no, people really need to know about this flavor of blackberry whiskey. And so what really needs to come across here is
dude.
them explaining it.
I'm gonna probably get this now. I didn't realize.
AIDS?
Well, they got a show called Risky Listing.
Risky listing.
Yeah, so that's got to be about,
It's a flip one.
or maybe just like it's just real estate guys in the big city. You know what I'm talking about? That is a risky. Holy fuck.
Please tell me what risky listing is about. Because I love flip shows.
Go behind the velvet rope and enter the exclusive, intensely competitive world of New York nightlife real estate. So it's about nightlife real estate. It's about people buying and closing clubs every 15 minutes.
I mean,
that's got to be.
Am I in heaven? Where am I? Where am I right now?
Were they unable to give the situation a show? Because I'm so glad they did something. I forgot all about the situation until I was.
I actually got to say I like the situation. Here's what I'm going to say. I had the show on once, and there was a girl in the house he didn't like, and he walked in and said, God, you're like a dirty little hamster. And he walked away, and I was forever like, I'm on that guy's side.
Here's the thing.
I'm on that guy's side.
I don't know anything about him. That's the thing what I'm going to talk about. I was watching one of the roasts, and he was on it. Not one of the roasts. I was watching the best of Greg Giraldo the other day just on YouTube.
Oh, the roast that he did. Yeah, that was
He was
legendary.
on a roast. He wasn't roasted. He was on.
He roasted someone.
He was on a. Yeah, he was on a roast.
That was
show.
legendary. That was the end of his career, I believe.
That's a. Yeah, well, why would he? Who would? Why would his? That's bad management.
Well, because he. I will say this: he is a funny guy, but he's funny. He's funny when you're like in a house with a bunch of caricature Italian people. He's not funny going up on a stage. There's different kinds of funny. Like you can be really fucking funny in the dentist's office, but if you're like, okay, I'm gonna take that dentist's office shit, I'm gonna hit the Tonight Show, then it gets a little weird. So whoever his manager was or whoever it was, they should have been.
I
like,
am going to take
hey,
that dentist shit and hit the fucking Tonight Show. I'm going to hit the Tonight Show like it's a fucking getting down to Chick-fil-A. It's Chick-fil-A. It's not Chick-fil-A.
And it did make me sad when I heard that because I've seen him making little quips on the show, and he makes me laugh. He's just a dumb goomba who says shit that is sometimes funny.
I don't know if that ended his career. I just don't think.
I'm
I'm just not sure that his career needed to go. You have to do something to have a career, but beyond just being.
But I think he was still in it. I think he was still in the shit at that point, and he didn't have to do that yet. He was still like winning at that point. But those guys have all made like $20 million.
But
like,
also, that is the like. I hate
anything.
to say it, whether you like the roast or not. That is the fucking big leagues of like the fucking some like the Giraldo and.
I have never seen one.
So, I didn't really like why I didn't want to watch a whole one. I watched it, but something came up in my feed, and it was like the best of. It was the best of them. It was just the best jokes from 2003 to 2014. So I watched it.
Okay.
This was when I was sick, and fuck. I mean, there was some fucking really funny shit.
Well, Giraldo is the only ones I've seen because I went back and looked at some of the YouTube clips.
Oh, he's so good.
But most of it is just fucking horse shit. I mean,
well,
I don't like the Jim Norton, Patrice O'Neill.
They're not in it.
I don't like.
They're
that
not in the best
crowd
of. They're barely
dudes.
in it. It's mostly
Yeah, but they're in all the roasts.
right. But they didn't get cut into
And
this best of.
It's a lot of. It's you know why it's a lot of comics, and I'm like I don't really respect that comic. It's like Whitney Cummings and.
Whitney has a couple good one-liners, and then they show like Whitney's actually pretty good actually there, and Schumer's really good, and
Schumer's very funny.
Posehn's on there.
Brian's
He's
funny.
pretty great.
Brian knows how to write a joke.
Patton's
for that.
good at it. Giraldo's by far the best. What's
those
his
guys are
name?
good,
You know, the guy that was dating Schumer.
Oh, Jeselnik. Yeah, he's perfect for
Oh,
that.
fuck, he's hilarious.
I don't know. It just
He's
doesn't.
perfect in that. Like that's it. And Jeff Ross is kind of funny after a while. You're like, oh, okay, you kind of see what he's doing. Andy Dick is sad and
Oh
unfunny.
yeah, but that's what always happens on those things is that all of a sudden Andy Dick comes up and you're like, oh, what's fucking happening? I feel weird. I was having fun laughing, and now there's this. If it was consistently like Jeselnik's and Amy Schumer's and that caliber of Patton and Brian all the way through, I would watch it and laugh at it. But there's always a guys going up there, and you're like, why is Sebastian Bach doing this right now?
Well, I don't think you ever have to ask that question. You just have to say thank you. Because fucking God cares.
And also, why are we roasting Donald Trump? Like, who gives a fuck?
Because when you watch people fucking say shitty things to him, you're kind of like, oh, that feels good. I think part of it is, the stuff I like is when they mock show business.
Yeah.
You know, the little dumb things. I think I've told it before, but the Cloris Leachman going, Jesus, look at this dais. I would have to slug myself in the eyes to see stars up here.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff I really like. And I like when people bag on each other's careers and, you know, I think one of the very, very first ones, it was, Jeff Ross said to Ben Stiller, what was Mystery Men? Something was it was called?
Yeah.
He goes, dude, Mystery Men? I fired my agent after that came out.
That's funny.
It's a good one.
Super
so
old
some
joke.
of that stuff, huh?
Super old joke, but very funny.
Is that an old joke?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good one. It's a good one, and that kind of shit makes me laugh. But the straight up like this, you know, the rapey, Bob Saget-y, you know, like when he was
Yeah.
on and all the fucking Olsen twins finger banging shit.
Yeah.
I love. No, I don't love it at all. I don't. I got that wrong. I hate it.
Wait, why do
But
we
I
get-
just want to see more Giraldo. You know what it was? I just really like. I really like Greg Giraldo. And
Well, he's dead.
and he's he's dead. There's a lot of dead people on there.
Yeah,
Patrice?
they've had a few. They've had a few kicking from that circle, right?
Yeah.
Patrice, Giraldo, and one other one, right?
Well, Rich Voss's career. Rich is still. No reason to hit on
Rich is
Rich
a really
Voss. The
nice
nicest guy. The nicest guy.
Yeah, isn't one other one who died. There were 3 that died, right? I thought there was like a trifecta sort of thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, not in my. Those guys aren't really in my world. So
Yeah.
the guy I love is Bill Burr, but the Patrice
Burr's
maybe
never
not.
been on those things.
No, he hasn't.
He's never been on those things.
Bill went.
And neither
out.
does there's Louis.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe
Neither's
they didn't
Louis.
want to do it. I don't think I'd do a roast if they asked me to do one.
I don't think it's my forte.
People think it's my forte, but it's not. Like I can
Right.
I can respond to you in the moment and say something really mean, but when it comes to getting up there and writing a bunch of jokes that are mean, when I sit down to do it, because I've been asked to do it a couple times, I go, I don't want to do this.
Andy Samberg, who so I saw there was one where Hater
Hater.
does his own Jewish man,
Uh-huh.
and it's great.
Yeah.
and he fucking tears Samberg apart. But Samberg went up there and just did really unmean burns.
Yeah.
And be like, I burned you. Like they were just failed jokes because I don't think he has it in him.
Right. Well, that's
I don't
good.
think he
That's
has
a
it
good
in
way
him, but he got
approach
asked to do it, and so
Yeah.
he went and did it. And I think he did it as best as he could, and he got handled it. The greatest one, the one that no one ever got, was when fucking from Canada, tall,
From Canada Tall? From Canada Tall.
tall cancer,
Tall cancer guy from Canada.
tall cancer guy.
Who are we talking about? Give us a call. Tall Canada
You
guy
probably
from
shout his
Canada.
name out right now.
1-800-800-800.
Men at work,
Men at Work.
not men at work,
Tall.
not men at work.
Cancer. Canada.
What was his movie?
Do you want another rhyme? Does the
It'll be
audience
about work.
Does the audience need another rhyme?
People are screaming it right now.
Does the
He did the Saturday Night Live news desk thing. Guy.
Anybody hold your hands up?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Anybody Saturday Night Live news desk? Tall. Cancer. Canada.
Everyone loves him.
Anybody? Anybody? In the back?
Gambler.
Gambler? Yes. Norm Macdonald, you are
Yes.
correct, sir. Norm Macdonald.
He
Sometimes
literally-
people will take a straight walk from one building to another. Other times, someone will walk outside, climb the fence, get in a car, drive to Austin, Texas, take a bus back, set themselves on fire, have the fire department put them out, and then have the fire department drive them home. And that's how Greg Barrett tells a story.
I feel like talking to me and my dad now is like you're in a permanent game of celebrity.
I would describe it as hopeless.
Norm Macdonald read from a roasting joke book,
Oh.
and they
yeah.
were so old and so insane, and people just didn't get it.
Oh yeah.
Except for like a handful of people who were banging on their tables and stuff. Like, and Norm's so crazy. I'm not even sure he was sure people weren't going to get it.
Norm did a big thing on Twitter because he's not a fan of anti-comedy, and he doesn't like being called an anti-comic. He says, whatever I'm working, I am genuinely trying to be funny. So if you're saying I'm purposefully not being funny to make fun of comedy, that's never what I'm doing. So when you compare me to people who do that, to me it's offensive.
Wow.
And I was like, good for you, man, because I totally agree. Although no one ever calls me an anti-comic because I don't like anti-comedy. But
what is anti-comedy?
Neil Hamburger is a good example of
Yes,
anti-comedy.
yes,
He just goes up and does something that well, you know, all these people who are doing what Andy Kaufman did in the 70s would be considered anti-comedy.
Can I say
Neil
something?
Hamburger is an anti-Kaufman character, and so is there's a bunch of people that do it. But it's all like, well, Kaufman did this better. Also, it's so easy to not be funny as compared to trying to be funny. It's just easy.
Yeah, Neil Hamburger is
I like Neil though.
it's just a thing.
It's not my thing.
It's just a thing. It's just a performance piece, really. He's taking down comedy, but he's taking about a type of comedy that is too old for people to really kind of
Yes.
like.
Right.
It's almost like he's taking down vaudeville at this point.
Yes.
Because people don't do comedy. This show I did last night it was all kids, and they were all fucking good, and I mean really good. The fucking host, I'll try and find his name.
Anthony
Holy
Jeselnik?
shit. Kyle Kinnan.
Kyle Kinnan.
But no, you know what I mean? Like,
Has Kyle ever had to cancel a show because of chili?
Hey guys, it's Kyle. I can't come. I'm blasting out my ass. He's a funny guy, huh?
Are we gonna end the
take a
segment? Or are we
break.
gonna wait
Let's
for
leave.
you to
Let's
come
leave.
up with this
I'm not
guy's
going to come up with the name.
No, it'll be 9
if I say I'm
weeks.
going to come up with the name,
Jesus Christ.
say next podcast.
Next podcast. Well, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Walk in the Room. This episode brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website, portfolio, and online store for a free trial and 10% off. Visit squarespace.com and enter the code Walk in the Room at checkout. A better web starts with your website. I use it. I use it for my website, Dave Anthony Comedy, blowing up. It just looks good. It's not like a dirty animal like the other ones. It's a square.
Holy cow. You said a lot right there.
A lot of the other companies you use in different shapes, like triangles.
Right.
Rectangle. What's rectangle.com. Go fuck yourself. Make it a square.
You know what's really
Make it
difficult
easy.
is Octagon page.
Octagon is a nightmare. I tried to use Octagon, and I ended up with like 30 different websites.
Yep. And I was on Trapezoid for a while, but I didn't understand how to get out of it.
Barely a website as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Squarespace looks good. You got a lot of the layouts that are the templates, as they're called in the business, that look sweet. You can go in there, and if you're into like being a country star, I'm sure they have something for you. I think that's weird. I don't think you should do it. But why don't you try and bring back rock and roll with your new website? Why do you got to do country? No one cares about country anymore.
Not really.
And the kids across the street from my house who are blasting their electronic music late at night and getting high. Why don't you guys go over to Squarespace and make a website?
What? Yeah.
'Cause it'll be really easy for you, and you can put, "Hey, this is the website that wakes up Dave super late." It's simple and easy.
Wow.
It's a nice design.
What happened? What just happened?
I'm trying to make it personal.
Yeah, you got
I'm trying to
personal
make
with
the
it.
Squarespace ad.
My guess is, knowing Squarespace and just the fact that they have been so good to us, it's probably best not to get personal with it, because why drag them in?
Well, but if these guys, instead of smoking their weeds and listen to their musics, if they went on and built a website about it and spent more time doing that.
Right.
Although they could build a website with Squarespace in like 10 minutes. So what am I talking about?
I mean, I think that in the condition they're in, that's the way to build a website. And I'm not endorsing that, but I'm just saying,
The Korean kids.
take a rip and hit Squarespace.
They're all there. It's like 10 Korean kids getting high over there.
That might actually be
Fucking-
the brain trust behind
What happened to the
Squarespace.
stereotypes?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Well, 24/7 support, live chat, email.
Starts at $8 a month. Greg, you can get one for $8 a month.
I'm in.
I don't know why the printer's turning. Every time I say Squarespace, the printer turns on.
Holy shit.
Do I have rats? Yeah, the rats come in and turn on the printer and print shit up. They got. Just go over there. Check it out. Look at. You got the dog kennel website. What's your dog show?
At GoldenGateKennelClub.com.
GoldenGateKennelClub.com. You got DaveAnthonyComedy.com. I used Squarespace before they even said, "Hey, do you want to start doing ads?" And when they said, "Hey, do you want to start doing ads?" I said, "Of course. I already use Squarespace." And they were like, "Get the fuck out of here. Let's go for a swim." And so me and a couple of Squarespace guys went for a late night swim. It's a different story. Squarespace, a better web starts with your website. Was that the best ad ever?
That was pretty good. Yeah.
What's going on with your phone?
I'm finding some things I want to read to you because I've had some really good email you're going to love one of these.
What do you mean email interactions with our fans?
These are actually other on the Greg Barrett fan thing.
The Greg Barrett website still up where people can go over and say, "Hey, I want some information about how to love my man."
But here's the thing.
You're like a man version of Cosmo magazine.
Oh God, dude, I'm a fucking cake box. Let's just be honest. I'm pink with gold on the outside. All right, I'm going to read you this one. So 2 weekends ago, I was in Chicago, and I did stand up, and it was great. I filled in for Kevin Pollak, and I had a really good time.
Stop you right there. I'm pretty sure they call it Chi-Town.
Okay, but I wasn't. I was in Schaumburg, which is outside of Chicago.
Okay.
They like to call themselves Chicago Improv, even though they are the San Jose of San Francisco.
Right.
So I'm out in the burbs doing stand-up. It's a nice weekend. People are showing up. Cuddlers are showing up. Billy Yost came out, who's fucking awesome, and we're going to do something cool together. Some cool things going on. Saturday night, I do 2 shows. Stu Gilkison is there, and I feel fucking great about them. Like, I had a really good night, and I've been, there's more new material, and I have some stuff about Australia that I was trying out, and I was very improvisational, and I've been really enjoying doing stand-up lately. Like, I've really been enjoying it, and I've been really trying, and I don't want to quit. None of that stuff. None of that shit from before. I feel great. Mm-hmm. And I want you to hear how somebody interpreted that. Let me tell you this. Both shows Saturday night were above par. I'd give them both a B+. I'd maybe even give the early show an A.
Okay.
It was really good. And I mean that because it was, the response from the crowd.
Right.
Hi, Greg. I saw you in Chicago this weekend. You were pretty good. Okay. So I was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I did have a comment.
Okay, please. By all means.
I hope I don't sounds like a jerk.
You do.
That was just a typo. She said sound. But you seemed really off on Saturday. Hang on.
Oh, my God.
Hang on. I thought you were super coked up.
Oh.
Then I saw you limping.
Uh-huh.
And I wondered if you'd had an accident or were on a bunch of painkillers.
Right.
I'm not sure what's going on, but you were kind of all over the place, and it was kind of hard to watch. I have seen you on Oprah, your own talk show, and your books. Oh. I know you can be super awesome and stable.
Right.
But consider going back to 12 steps or NA or whatever. It sounds like you have a wonderful family, and I'd hate to see you lose it all, ...
I mean, it's great. I think that here's the thing. As someone who spent a lot of years in Al-Anon, I think it's important for people like myself who've been around people who have used to go out into the world and bring my own shit in giant bags, and they just pop it open and just start accusing people of using. I think it's an important thing because I think that it makes for a more stable creative environment. You know what I'm saying?
It's so weird. Like, I was trying to go back and remember what show and I was like, a limp. I mean, I'm 51. Maybe I'm just old, but I'm like, a limp.
You might be getting
Also,
older,
I
and
know
part of
we're-
your body is deteriorating, and you're just like sideways a little bit.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Well, you do have giant bruises.
So I wrote back and said, Mary, while I appreciate your concern, it's wildly presumptuous. I have been and continue to be sober. I like my show Saturday. It was mostly new. While I may have jumped around a bit, I actually enjoy the freedom of doing what I do. So I wasn't on coke. I pulled a muscle in my hip running. That's all I can say. Thank you for your concern. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy the show.
Did she write back?
Yeah.
Did she just write in big block letters, denial?
No, she kind of said exactly what she just said. I have a lot of addicts in my life, and then it went on.
Well,
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah,
clearly
blah,
you
blah.
do. Fucking obviously you do. That's, no shit. When you bring that kind of shit to the party, you've got a lot of addicts in your life.
I wrote a book 10 years ago.
God,
called
and
"He's Just Not That Into You," and one of the
every day I wake up and wish it hadn't happened.
One of the least controversial parts about the book, was a little phrase that we threw out there called "Don't waste the pretty." It was something that was said around the writer's room. It was something that I used to say in a flirtatious way to people. We threw it in the book. We're like, hey, it's just another way of know your worth and move on with it.
Yep.
So I get a very long letter from a woman saying, what's with "Don't waste the pretty"? I found your book really helpful. What? I was in a 12-year relationship with a guy who wouldn't marry me. He was just waiting for the big fight. Feel less pathetic, but don't waste the pretty? Is that all it comes down to? That a woman's worth is in her looks? Because I read your book and it constantly claims that men are sex-based and lack the depth to see beyond a woman's physical appearance. That's for releasing me. Thanks for releasing me from whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go that far into it. Anyway, so
Can we drive to where she lives so I can hit her
she
with
goes,
a can?
she said, and so she ends with, I wasted my pretty. I will not be pretty.
Listen, motherfucker, and your goddamn book, I'm going to stay ugly.
So
Inside and outside. So why don't you fucking write a book about that?
So I wrote back, do you remember the saying, pretty is as pretty does? It's just another way to name your self-worth. That's all. It's a hey attaboy from the cheering section and what I used to say to the girls in the room at Sex and the City. I also don't have to believe that you will not be pretty. I'm sorry the quote distressed you. I hope this helps. Thanks for responding. It's one of those language things that doesn't often translate. She's from Australia.
Oh, come on.
On a whole, though, the book was really well transcendental. I just wish I'd read it 20 years ago when I was 16. Maybe it only works in reflection. And then she comes back and goes, one last thing. It still comes back to pretty, whether that attitude or attribute. What's wrong with being ugly sometimes? If you go to the reprint, I urge you to rephrase or dump it. Unless, of course, you're not trying to reach the woman that is a feminist.
Okay, here's what I would do. I would take they have Prozac, they have Wellbutrin, they have all sorts of there's Vibrid, there's Lexapro, there's all sorts of medication for you because you're fucking insane.
Oh my God. Like a guy that stayed with you for 12 years. Holy fuck.
Let's
hang on.
call
they're
that
making-
guy what he is.
They're making that guy a penthouse apartment in heaven because he
he's
had to deal
a
with
saint of the highest order.
and he's in meetings right now going, why couldn't I leave? Every night she'd say, fuck me pretty, and it never happened.
Oh my God! Well, now fuck me ugly. Is that fucking wrong?
It's so
How come you can't fuck me ugly? 'Cause you don't like ugly women?
it's so weird. It's
called
such
being a feminist.
It's such a I know. That's so great. Please let feminists know they're ugly.
Right?
Yeah.
As every feminist knows, you shouldn't be pretty.
I mean, feminism, which really only means the equal social political rights of women, equal social political rights of social.
I think so. We also have to stop using the word beaver.
The point I'm trying to make is, you're crazy.
Oh my God. People latch on to shit. You can write a whole book and people can find one tiny thing and go, "What the fuck is that?"
That's also called a marriage.
That's all Twitter is also. It's just people latching onto something and losing their mind.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes you think I'm going to write all these words, and then it's like you're only reading that one word over and over again. Like
Yeah.
you're not reading the surrounding words, and then you're like, oh, this is something you need to have. You need this. This is something that you're doing to yourself. You're fueling yourself into some sort of a panic.
I don't understand people. That's all I learned from Twitter is I don't understand people. Luis Suarez, who has bitten people 3 times now on a soccer pitch during games, should no longer be allowed to play the sport. Just as if I had a child that came over to my house to play with Finn and he bit Finn 3 times, I would say, you don't get to play anymore. Right?
Right.
Can we all agree?
Yeah.
If you're biting people, you don't get to do it anymore. You got caught twice. Last time you got suspended for a couple of months, and then you did it again.
Right. Now, is this a marquee player like a?
Yeah, he's one of the best players in the world.
Because I would argue I would say this is the most popular World Cup's ever been.
Yes,
And it's continuing to become a thing that upsets Ann Coulter, but it's, you know what I mean? It's starting to become a thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like in the last 10 years, it's really, really become present.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that whoever runs that shit's like, don't take out any of the fucking good guys. Don't take our marquee. These guys are just learning who Cristiano Ronaldo is. Like, don't fuck this up.
Well,
We need this. We need America. We get America.
I know if they get America, they make so much money.
They make so much fucking money, and they
make
are
so
getting
much
America.
money.
People really took their time with this, with the America winning and losing, and then
I
getting
know.
to go to the finals.
People are very excited about it. We're gonna
Yeah.
lose the next.
I said I lost my keys and advanced to the finals.
I mean, I don't get that. As a joke structure.
Well,
As
they
a
lost
joke,
the
that's
game
what
and they
you
moved to
said.
the finals. I lost my keys. I moved to the finals. Same thing.
I said,
Got a lot of retweets.
"Congrats, America! This is our greatest loss ever."
I then said,
I went straight to
"For
the point.
Only pennies a day. You and others
Be
like
very
you."
careful right now because you're about to get punched. Go ahead, continue.
For only pennies a day, you can help stop World Cup.
Nobody likes you.
It got retweeted.
That's okay. That's an all right
Many
one. I mean,
times.
sometimes you do all right. I think we're done.
Yeah, we're gonna record. Oh, a couple things of note.
We're starting to sell cocaine.
So
at a
here's the
store
thing: there was a in the time period that we did Starfish Circus, the gifts that needed to be handed out,
Oh, right.
and Angelo and I have split the business up. The business basically belongs to Angelo now. So there was some sort of like, well, who's taking care of the gifts, the shirts, the pictures, all the signed stuff.
Turns out it's Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Terrence Trent D'Arby. So anyway, here's the thing. In the process, we fucked up and we didn't get stuff to people that were going to fix that now. And now there's a system in place, and we really apologize. We're making a private podcast this afternoon. The shirts are going to be really fucking cool that you get. And my apologies to everybody. Please go to Stoy Merchandise. Every podcast that you've heard of and never heard of is over there with a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Angelo's running the whole thing out of a closet in his shared
Underwear.
apartment. Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. The tickets are already sold for the boat cruise.
Keep watching Marin. Right?
Yeah. Glitter done.
Sure.
Glitter done.